is this Friday? Yeah, Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm trying to get more of the table. So, okay, happy Friday, everybody. Um, I just want to say blessings, blessings, hugs, 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 blessings, blessings to everyone out there, to all everybody. I know that I'm going a little early, but I have a reason. So, welcome to the Fox Trap, baby. Welcome to the Fox Trap, baby. Why? Because Foxy T is your bestie. Use coffee. Caution when you sip me. But it's coffee. That's what I was about to say. Um, no cold foam this morning. Don't have no more. So, just a chocolate drizzle, and a caramel macchiato. Hey, good morning, Kay. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Kay. All right, we gotta sage the space, but while we saging the space, collective, I started out a little earlier because I had to tell you about the dream. So um about my dream last night, so it can I don't know. I feel like it's a message for you all, for myself too as well. But okay, so this is what happened. We want to sage the area too. Why I say it. So let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. Um, so I have a okay, boom. My friend for a long time, well, my ex friend, because we're really not friends, not acting like friends anymore, but we're not friends. But I had a friend for like 20 years. Okay, so back in high school, I had to think about how she became my friend, and this is the thing: she became my friend because the boy that I used to go with, and I lost my little virginity to. I ended up breaking up with him because he told everybody about that incident, and so I broke up with him. Mm. So I broke up with that boyfriend. And then a new girl came to school. A new girl came to school, which was my friend, which was the friend in question. And she, I don't know, like, I guess people put me on her radar because of the fact that I used to go with him. So I guess it was like oh, she used to go with him. That's his ex girlfriend type of thing. But I wasn't worried about him nor her. I wasn't mad at her, nothing like that. I just wasn't worried. I was just zoned in my trying to make sure my schoolwork was good and everything like that. So I passed. I ain't had time for nobody independentness. So with that being said, I that boyfriend, okay, was in this dream. Okay. Oh, me and that friend, we're no longer friends because later on down the line, I really looked back at our friendship, and there was a lot of like sneak dissing, a lot of when guys come around, she would throw me under the bus a lot of times or make like jokes, unnecessary jokes that she shouldn't make, and I would be the butt of all the jokes. Hey, 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 good morning, greetings from Korea. Hey, Korea, love you. We in Baltimore. I'm in Baltimore over here, and I just love to see any and everyone from different parts of the U.S. or different parts of the world. Period. You understand? So, and we welcome you here. Hello. Also, okay, so let me get back into it because we're about to get to the cards. So that, like I said, I realized that she really wasn't my friend because of the simple fact that, yeah, she just really wasn't nice, you know. But I chucked that up and became her friend. Like I don't even know what made me become her friend. It was more of a she kind of be forced herself to become my friend. So I kind of was forced to become her friend because it was like I was minding my business, doing my work, looking at the teacher, and then she would and we had somebody that sat in between us, but that person went out sick one day, and then she moved in that person's spot, and then she just like started planning my hair. I guess honestly, everybody didn't think that my hair was real because my hair was long, and I had it in a wrap all the time because I was in my little Aaliyah era or whatever. So I always had my hair in a wrap or whatever. So boom. Um so she will always have her hands in my hair, I guess, trying to see if I had a trying to see if I had track, but then she realized I didn't, and it was all me. So it was like every day she was just like in my hair, like petting me like I'm a dog. I had to realize that. So okay, after after we stopped becoming friends, because I had to wake up and realize like this girl is not your friend. I was being a friend to her, but she was definitely not a friend to me. So with that being said, that boy, that boy was in my dream. So that boy was in my dream, but it was another friend of mine in question. So it was, for some reason, I don't know why, but I started talking back to that boy. I had a baby at the time, which was crazy too. Like a baby. I feel like the baby was a good one. It was like that. So I had a baby. I don't know what the boy was going through, whatever, but he ended up, I guess, renting a room, and he seen me around my old way. That was my old way where I grew up. He seen me around there, tried to talk to me, basically was talking to me or whatever like that. We supposedly had got back together or whatever. I don't know how I forgave him. Um, but he but he was like, yeah, go in my house, like go in my house and wait for me. Like he came there, told us where to be. We was in the room, whatever. He told us to wait there for some reason. And he was like, he going to come back or whatever. He had some errands to run or whatever. Now, for some reason, I think another friend, like this is another friend. So that this friend, I don't know how she came into play or whatever, but I think she was like, because she in real life she really do like how do stuff with houses or whatever, like real estate. So I guess it was more so of she was there because she was checking on the property or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But that's what it seemed like at the time. So boom, she left out. I seen him. He wasn't there when she came to check the property or whatever, but then he eventually came there. Because I was talking to her for a minute and told her why I was there, whatever the case may be. So then she was about to go. He was like, he was going to walk them out because it was her and somebody else. So he was like, he was going to walk them to the car, whatever. He walked them to the car, but I seen out the window him like touch her butt. So when he touched her butt, like, I was like, okay, like that's weird or whatever. Like I'm about to tell him about himself when he get back in here. But do you know I must have fell asleep before he can come back in there, and I fell asleep, and he it was the morning time, and he still haven't yet to come back in. So I don't even know if he left with her or not because I fell asleep. So boom, I wake up, and this is how I realized he was renting a room, because the family, the actual like family he was renting a room from, she had kids. It was the lady, she had kids or whatever. Um, and I don't know if this was his family or not, but he had a room. But I don't think it was his family because the kids was calling him Mr. Something. I forgot what they called him. But but they was like, yeah, I think one of the kids had seen me in there, and they was like, "Oh, Mister Something here," and they shut the door because the door wasn't closed all the way. So they shut the door, said, "Mister, what you come here?" And he was like, "What? I didn't think he was here." And it was like, "Oh." So I think the lady came down, and she was like, she was like, I think she knocked on the door for him, and then I was like, yeah, he not here. And she was like, oh, he got company. Oh, all right. She was like, oh, my bad, but when he come in here, just, tell him to holler at me. I was like, okay. Boom, waiting on him. I don't know how my mother came up in this situation because this boy still didn't show up. So I think I called my mom, and my mom came. And for some reason, I had clothes. I don't even know how I had clothes there already, or whatever. But it was mainly, I think, the baby clothes for real. And I was folding up the baby clothes, and she was helping me, and I was telling her what was going on. She was like, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to leave. I was about to really say something to him, but I'm about to leave. And it was so many phones around, but I kept getting distracted and not calling him or texting him because I really was going to text him. I really was going to text him and leave, but I didn't want to just give him the satisfaction of me leaving. I wanted to really like give it to him, but I couldn't, because I was getting distracted, and then I woke up. So with that being said, collective, I feel like that you have a person around you that is not your friend. They're not your friend. It's a friend, or it's a union of some sort. It's not your friend. It's not your dude. Not your girl. They're cheating. Something of the sort. That's what I feel. Like something not going good. And I feel like when I say your friend, it's because I feel like that they're cheating with your friend. You know, I think they're cheating with your friend, or it could be your friend, and then or it could just be your person that's just not loyal to you. I feel like somebody don't they're not interested in you. They're interested in someone else, and they just don't have the guts to tell you or leave you. And I feel like they're avoiding the situation. Like they're avoiding you. They're avoiding, um, yeah, they're avoiding you. They're not helping in any type of way. They're avoiding what they supposed to be doing right now, collective. I felt, yeah, they're avoiding the situation, collective. So, yeah. Yeah, they're avoiding you, collective. Like, so, with that being said, this person, if you have a friend, if you have a dude or whatever, I think it might be time for you to pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to what's going on. Don't let stuff slide that you don't feel like you can let slide. Or if you feel like you can deal with this, I mean, to each his own. I would say get out of that situation because that person may be using you of some sort. Like it's a reason why they're doing that. Like it's somebody using you. Collective. Somebody is not your friend. This is not your person. Okay, collective. I'm trying to turn out because I know I'm right underneath the let's move this second. Okay. So collective, yeah. With that being said, you have a person that's around that's not being a nice person to you. It says open to the universe, collective. Open to the universe. And it says, I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. So, right now, collective, you could be discovering your self worth, discovering the abilities that you have for yourself, and not only that, I feel like that you're developing confidence in who you are or what you're meant to be, and you're not allowing the situation that you're in to make you remain settled, or you settle in any type of way. Like I feel like You're doing what you need to do, collective. I feel like I'm just trying to get it. All right. I feel like you're working on your inner power. You're working on yourself. You're working on loving yourself. You're building your confidence back up. I feel like that you might have been in a union collective that made you feel insecure of some sort, or insecure in some way, and it's just not working out like or it didn't feel good to you. It didn't feel good in any way. Like it gave you uneasy, uncertain vibes. It made you feel worthless. It made you feel like you ain't had no value, but you realize that you do have value. You have potential. You um are doing some work to reclaim your inner power. Like you self, you accept and love yourself completely. Like so, you are aware of your flaws. You're aware um of you as you are aware of your flaws, you are also aware of your abilities. You're aware of your power too. You're aware of your value. So instead of feeling like you don't bring anything to the table, or letting this person make you feel like you don't bring nothing to the table, I think you're regaining your respect and your power that you once had for yourself, and you're about to live up to your potential. Like you're open to whatever the universe had for you, even if that's closing that door, closing that chapter, and becoming single, like becoming on your own, becoming a lone wolf, if I shall say. And you're okay with that because you have confidence in yourself and you're just open to whatever the universe has for you. Collective, yeah, this person is not very nice to you behind closed doors. That's what I feel like. And they play on your psyche. They play on not on your psyche, even on your psyche, but your energy as well. And you're no longer allowing that to manifest or keep going. What? I got two of them. It says, hold on, no, because this both came out last time in the same order. So let me, well, together. So let's make sure we're shuffling these real good. If it come back out, then that means it's gonna come out. All right. So, yeah. So, all right. All right. You have the calm collective. The calm. Hi, Dong. Is it Dong and Kim? Hi. Um, the calm. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts, all fear dissipates, and I find peace in my being. So, you're living for yourself. You're living for yourself, collective. You're not living for nobody else. You are growing the light that's within you. You're doing one thing at a time that's going to, I feel like, get you out of this union. You're removing yourself from something. You're removing yourself from something to someone. Okay, someone is a snake around you. Someone is not who they say they are. They really don't care about you as much as you think they do. And you are just becoming aware and you're removing yourself from that. And you casting off all the insecurities that they putting onto you. You're casting off all the negative energy that you may have picked up and learned from the union. And you're finding peace within being just in your being, like just being you and just getting back to yourself and rediscovering yourself. Because you might have lost yourself collective in that union and being with that person. But you regaining yourself back. You're not, yeah, yeah, yeah. You at the calm point. Don't you know when somebody be like, when a situation going on and you expect that person to be like, rah, 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 you expect that person to be like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You did this, you did that. This is what you saying. I like my little pointer, y'all. I'm trying to keep it up. But somebody, like, don't you know how they would expect you to be in that situation, like to be that way or to react in that way. Like, I can't believe you um you cheated, you wasn't there for me, you were a fake, you was a snake. Like, this person expects you to react like that, but you're in a point of calmness. So you in the calm state right now, collective. I feel like yeah, help my little thing stay up. So you're in the point of the calmness right now. So don't you know how um normally when you're not ready to leave somebody, you be like fussing with them and you be trying to like fuss and fight about the situation and find out why they did what they did, trying to find out what's going on, what's up, or you want to fuss about it. This moment you're not doing that. This time you are calm. Collective, I feel like you're calm about it. Like, if you found out something, this person was cheating on you or whatever like that, how they expected you to respond, you're not responding in that way. Right now, you're responding in the way of calmness. Like, you might be quiet about the situation. They might can't even tell that you know. I feel like that you found out what was really going on. And you operated uh you operated accordingly. Hi, have you hey, how you doing, Esmeralda? Hi. Um so I feel like Preston Justin. So I feel like yeah, you found out that this person, and thank you so much. Thank you. And then hi. I feel like that you, yeah, you're doing this very calmly. You might be even sneakily. I feel like you're leaving. The reason why you're so calm is because of the simple fact that you have in your mind, you made up your mind that you're leaving this union. You getting away from this person, and I feel like you had enough. And don't you know, when you actually reach that point of having enough, you actually leave differently than expected. A lot of people might be like, "Oh, she gonna be fussing, she gonna be fighting, she gonna be mad, she whatever like that," or he gonna be fussing and fighting or something like that. But when you're really in the place of ready to leave someone, it's strategic. Like, really leave a person alone. You really have to have a plan, because you have to stick to that plan. So I feel like in order for you to stick to that plan or make that plan a reality and really put into action how your feelings and how you feel of being done, of really cutting that person off, I feel like that you have to do it in a calm manner without them being aware of the fact that you know, or being aware of the fact that it's happening. I think you low key, this person, you had low key have to sneak out, like sneak. Okay, I don't want to say put this on you if it's not you, but this person could be toxic, could be a little handsy. I don't know, but don't you know how you gotta get away from those situations very quietly to save your space, to save your life. I think that's I think that's what you're doing. I think that this person may be really toxic and you gotta be quiet about it so you can get away. So right now you're just acting calm. You know this person not right for you, but you playing it. You playing it calm. You safe. You safe. Trust, collective. You got trust. You got trust. It says, I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. So even if that person did do what they did to you and are being toxic, a little toxic, or being handsy or whatever like that, you're wondering like, why is this happening to me? What is going on? Um, Trust and believe the reason why it trust that it's not because it's like who you are. Like it's not like because you're a bad person. Like don't think of it as a reflection of you. No. You have to look at it as this had to happen in order for me to get away from this person, because think about it. You may be a type of person where you're so pure, so loyal, so trusting that you're going to sit up there and you're going to be loyal to a person to the end of you, unless you have signs for them not to no longer to for them no longer to be trusted. So you have to understand the things that are placed there is for your strengths. Like it's for your growth too, and everything is placed on your path is there so you can overcome it, so you can learn from it, so you can um achieve it, get over it, and also go to the next step, because that chapter might need to end and another needs to start. And that, like I said, that door has to close and another one has to open. You can't be in two places at one time. So you have to trust the process. Trust the process. So right now you have to be calm. You have to play it cool. You have to act like ain't nothing going on, and it's taking you little by little to get out of it. Understand that that's the way, well, the safest way that you can get out of this situation and for good, if you trust the process and take your time and go one step at a time. Also remember that this had to happen, because if it didn't happen, you are so loyal, you would have stayed in that union that was not even good for you. That person didn't mean you no good. And a lot of times we don't even know that a person don't mean us no good. They're our friends, they're our spouse, they're our acquaintance or whatever, because we like them. We see something in them. But if we don't see evil, or we don't see who they really are, if they don't show us signs, if we miss it all the time, we're not going to acknowledge them as that. We're going to gloss over that or take it from them, because, and mind you, we'll take the treatment from them that we wouldn't take from somebody else, because we see them as our friend, because we see them as our spouse or whatever. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We overlook stuff. We let it slide because we like them. So trust that this is no reflection of you, no reflection of self. This had to happen, because if not, you wouldn't move. It had to hurt you to your core a little bit for you to actually make a decision and say, and wake up and say, oh, you know what, this person really do not care about me. Okay, this person is not for me. See what I'm saying? It's just not. Affirmation collective. It says, I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. So, even by how you are on a daily basis, or just who you are, period, you are respected by other people. So this person may be, you may be well aware that people respect you because you respect them. Like you don't give out the energy that you should be getting or that you have been getting from this person. You don't deserve, you're very aware that you don't deserve that energy. You don't give out that energy, right? So you so with that being said, you're respected by a lot of others. And if this person is just not respecting you, that means because that person particularly is not yours, is not for you. If you think about it, others respect you, others respect your opinion, others respect your voice, your being, who you are, because they can see who you are. They can see the value in you outside looking in. But this person that you sleep with, or this person that you hang with because she your homegirl, your best friend, or whatever, your sister, whatever, this person that's very close to you, that should be treating you how and giving you the same respect that these other people give you, are not giving you that respect, and you just wondering why, how, like, and you're realizing that you're getting disrespected by the person that you love the most. Like, everybody else respects you, but this person, you're letting this person disrespect slide because you love them, because you like them, because you like them as a person, you know, and you're letting their disrespect slide, which you wouldn't let nobody else's disrespect slide. And not only that, they respect you, but this person, out of all people, is not respecting you. That person's supposed to be respecting you too, just as well as they are. You have to look at you have to look for that respect in them too, as well as the other people around you. If anything, that person should have been the first person that respected you. You understand? But you are speaking life into yourself. You're speaking highly of yourself. You're asserting yourself, and you're retaining your power. You're realizing who you are and who you were before coming into proximity with these people or with this person, and you're cutting that toxic little limb off because they mean you no good. They mean you no good, collective. Okay? So yeah, you're getting out of that union. You're not staying there. That person is not for you. That person has shown that time and time again with when other people are treating you how they're supposed to, and they feel like for some reason they have the power not to treat you in a respectful manner, just because they're your spouse, or just because they're your best friend, or just because they're your best colleague, work friend, or your best, or just your sister, your brother. They're disrespectful to you when other people are more respectful to you. They're not for you, sweetheart, but you're opening up to that. You realizing that what you got. Inner strength came out, collective. Inner strength. It says, nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God, I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. Okay, so you're gathering that inner strength that you know that you have, that person might have had, um, kept you from rediscovering, or tried to dim, or tried to take away from you. You're regaining that inner strength, and that's the strength that's leading you to be quiet and leave this union in a peaceful manner, because you know you don't want to deal with this person no more. You don't want no backlash. You don't even want to get any revenge for uh uh going away from this person. You don't want to. You don't want to do something that you want to have to get karma for, like later. You don't want to do that. So you are stronger than you think you are, than they think you are. um they think that you lack strength, but your strength is within. And not only is it strong, it's very strategic too, because like I said, you're being strategic about the situation, and that takes strength. That takes so much strength to be strategic and hold your self accountable, but at the same time, hold your composure and remain calm in the situation. We know that we're humans, and our reaction is a lot of times out of our control, but you're gaining that control. You have that inner strength, and you did that work on yourself, and you trust in yourself to remain calm in this situation, and have the ability to remain calm in this situation because you know you really need out. Joy Collective, you got joy. Joy came out. It says, like a child, I discover joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. So, collective, you're trying to find that joy that you know you deserve, that you always felt like was going to be a part of your life. But this union wasn't giving you that joy. This union was actually draining you of who you were, and draining you of your energy, and just honestly changing you and making you feel negative, even about yourself. Because insecurity is when you feel bad about yourself. But you have to understand too, someone can project insecurity onto you too as well. It's not just like oh, that's a you thing, because that's what I heard. I heard somebody say that before, when it was like, you're making me insecure, like nah, that's a you thing. No, they fail to realize that how they act towards you could then make you think in your mind, or wonder in your mind, why is this person treating me like this? Like, I, of course, have to or must be doing something to make them treat me this way, because nobody else is. I am respected by these people, and they're not even posted. They don't even like love me like that. Like, they don't know me like that, but I'm being respected by them. But you, the person that I lay down with, that I trust, that I put my all into. Well, him, my lip. You, you are treating me in a way that I don't feel like I deserve. You're not giving me the joy that I need. You're not even giving me respect. You get what I'm saying? And then that's when that insecurity comes, because it's like you're wondering if it's possible you're doing something to this person for them not to respect you like the others, because they are not around. The others is not around you 24/7. This person is. So it turns internal, because that's the only difference, is that this person is always around me more than these people. You get what I'm saying? And I guess it must be something with me, because like the rest of the people must just don't see it. But since this person with me 24/7, I feel like this person might see it, and that's what is giving me, if that's the reason why they're giving me a different feedback or a different um reaction to who I am. And like I said, it becomes a you thing. And that's when a person will project onto you and be like, that's the you thing. No, it's a them thing, because of how they treat you. And but then again, it is a us thing, because we can leave them alone. You understand? But I think that's what you're doing, collective. I think you're leaving them completely alone. They don't give you the joy that you need, but you're about to find the joy that you need and you deserve, by removing yourself from this union, removing yourself from this friendship, removing yourself from this partnership, removing yourself from something that is just not giving you value, not giving you what you are valued, not giving you space for your strength, not growing you in no way possible, that's almost demeaning to you. I heard demeaning. Elevation came up, collective. Elevation. I can't. You sing that pop out. Okay. Pop out. Pop out. Me. Son. But you ain't and you know it. You were scared and your vibe gonna show it. That's my song. I'm sorry. It's called Pop Out on all platforms. Look it up. 5CT Pop Out. But anyway, yeah, elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. So you're going to rise above anything that this person may feel like that you're worth. You're rising above that. You're elevating. You're going to be on a higher uh plane than they think that you are going to be. Well, I said plane, I don't know, but that's what I feel. So, collective, I feel like the work that you're doing in order to remove yourself from these people is exactly what you need, and not only that, is going to help you elevate. Like you might have been stuck in at one level and one space with this person because they were more holding you down rather than lifting you up, and by them holding you down, you stayed stagnant. You stayed in that one spot, in that one space. It was no room for elevation for you. You understand? Because it seemed like if y'all both wasn't elevating, or if they weren't elevating, it was impossible for you to elevate. Like it didn't give you elevate by yourself. They was like, But them knowing who you were or who you are, that you would have took them with you anyway. It was too much for you, too much weight for you to carry. It was too much for you um to uplift when it was time for you to elevate, because they didn't give you enough strength to uplift them because they never uplifted you. You wasn't strong enough to do so. It was no way you could do so, so they held you down. They were more weight than anything. Okay? And by them being more weight to you, they was draining to you. They was draining you of your strength, so you couldn't even carry them if you wanted to. So there was no room for elevation for you or them. Collective, you're getting away from this person. And once you do, you're going to elevate. You're going to be where you're going to take your place on that throne where you're supposed to be. And that's on a higher level than what they could possibly imagine. But you have to do it when you remove yourself from that person, from them people. Okay? It could be a group of people. It could be your spouse. It could be your friend, your best friend. It could be your sister. It could be your brother. It could be a family member that's just really, really, really close to you, that you see almost every day, or you think about or talk to almost every day. Um, those people, you're getting away from them. You have gratitude, collective gratitude, and it says, "I am aware of the light." Excuse me. I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the being in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. See? And that person didn't give you joy. Yeah, joy that came out. And it says, thus I enlighten my thoughts, riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. Okay. You have gratitude for what's going on. You're thankful for what has happened, even if it didn't make you feel good, even if it wasn't good to you. You, like I said, you trust that the universe had to do it or had to put you in that space because of for the simple fact that it was one step towards your elevation. So you're grateful for everything that you had to experience because it was a learning lesson to you, and it was also part of your elevation, and you're grateful. You're grateful for enduring it, and you're just grateful for going through it and understanding that you have the power to go through it, and you have grown enough and acquired the abilities to conquer that when once upon a time you probably thought that you wouldn't be able to. Um, Collective, you also have harmony. Harmony came out, and it says, I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God, thus I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. Hey, I don't know why I keep doing it. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. So, you're not being angry with this person. Like I said, you're at a calm space with this person. You're calm. Okay. So, in the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, you find harmony. You find in peace within yourself. You're gonna find the the gold at the end of the rainbow type of thing. Like you're gonna find out what the purpose for all this was. Like why was for. Like why did I have to go through this? You're gonna get the answer. And your life will eventually be harmonized by light and and turning the darkness into something beautiful in your life. So you going to make it work and flow all together. Like, cause everybody has a good and evil part or side or, way with themselves. But you're harmonizing it. You're letting it work for you where it's like you're making the darkness work for you as far as then turning that also into something beautiful, into light, and you're using all the sides of you for good energy. And I feel like collective, that's why you at the end of your elevation you're gonna be so at peace. That's why. Guidance, collective, you have guidance. It says, in times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my faith to God, and my faith is rewarded. See, you heard, you seen, you heard, you learned, and you conquered. All you did was you seen what was going on. Okay, you heard what the universe was telling you to do about it. You learned that it was a reason for you to handle it this way, and then you conquered it by elevating because you was guided to do it and you went with it. You did what you were supposed to do. You were guided and you listened. Okay, you was guided there in that. You was guided there for a reason, and you knew you was, and you did what you were supposed to do. Don't you know how some people like the universe and God will guide us a certain direction, but we be like, no, but I love little John John. I love little Lisa. like no, mm mm. It's okay. You can love them, but love them from afar, sweetheart. Don't let them bring you down by you loving them. Faithfulness, collective, faithfulness, faithfulness. It says, I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to trust the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. So you trusting that how you feel. You're trusting that you being faithful to whatever it is, or to the universe and to whatever you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be rewarded for it. You just will. You At the end of the day, you're going to be at peace if you really listen. If you don't try to take matters in your own hands and deal with this person said, like just deal with your heart said, well, with your mind says. I feel like you can't just go by like it will be a good look. We look good together though. Let it go. Let it go. Anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Be faith. Tap into your faithfulness, and you know your faithfulness um, will carry you far because of the simple fact that you know that it will work out in the end. You know, you have faith in the universe and the creator that everything will work out for the best, for the betterment of you and not only you, you and everybody else too. Okay, collective. We're about, oh, you got faith. See, you got faith. It says, I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe. So you have your faith is so strong, collective, they cannot get to you. That's what I'm saying. You have so much faith in yourself. And this is the thing. You have to have faith in yourself. Because nobody is going to support you but the higher power. Nobody is going to support you but the creator. You understand? And you have to have faith in yourself to walk alone and walk this journey, even though it don't feel good. Because nothing nothing worth working for feels good for real. So it's like it might be a little painful, but at the end, it will all work out for the best because of the simple fact that you had faith and your faithfulness will be rewarded. So collective, we're gonna see what what sign is connected with this reading. Okay, okay. I think we have enough. I feel like we have enough, collective. Okay, so with this collective we have Cancer, Leo. I see Leo out here. Dang. Okay. We have Taurus out here. Okay. All right, collective. Dang. Hold on now. I feel like when your sign come out more than once, that means this reading really for you, sweetheart. This reading really for you. But I'm gonna tell y'all what what signs came out. Okay. Oh crap. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I feel like Aquarius. I said Taurus. Aquarius came out twice. Capricorn came out twice. Gemini came out once. Taurus came out once. Sagittarius came out 3 times. 3 times. Sagittarius 3 times. Leo 1 time. Cancer 1 time. Aries 1 time. So you could be so you can be Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer, or Aries. That resonates with this reading, or you could be dealing with Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer, or Aries. Okay, so if everything in you is telling you that this person is not for you, this person not being faithful to you, this person not really being who they are supposed to be towards you, and your best bet is to quietly remove yourself, because this is it. This is the end. You cannot elevate unless you get away from them. Do so, sweetheart. Do so. Do what you gotta do. Because you will elevate though. You have to understand, you're going to find joy at the end, and you're going to also elevate. You're going to be at harmony in that peace. And just understand that you're not at harmony and peace at the moment, but you will be if you untangle yourself from this situation. Okay, you are guided to leave, and it's in your best interest to listen and act accordingly. So be open to the universe. Be open to what the universe is telling you. Okay, and remember you have inner strength to do so. So if you feel like that you're not strong enough or whatever like that, you speak affirmations to yourself, because you are definitely strong enough to handle this. And trust the process. Trust that the only reason why this is happening is because the universe and the creator know that you have the strength within you to do so, and to do it in a peaceful manner. Okay, because it's easy to wild out and separate yourself from somebody, but it seems like that you have the strength. You're going to speak to yourself like you're supposed to be spoken to, and you're going to let that inner strength grow and develop. And then when at the right moment, you're going to remove yourself from the situation, from the union. Like if you're no longer staying, where you're not welcome, where you're not respected, when there's other people outside that's respecting you just because they see the good in you. But see, the thing is, the person that you're with, they see the good in you. Well, whoever this person is, that's ain't your person. They see the good in you. They see your potential. They want to hold you down because they know you will elevate. They know you're going to surpass them, but they know that if they stay stuck to you, see, they don't see. They think that if they stay stuck to you, it will allow y'all to grow together. Like they will benefit from it, or you'll be able to carry them up too at the same time. But they're not understanding that they're draining you so much by staying stuck to you in the way they treat you, that they're not even making you strong enough for you to even carry them if you wanted to. They're making you weak. Collective. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me today. If you like my reading, or if you like what I said today, or if this resonated with you in any type of way and you want to see some more of my readings, can you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button? Give me a thumbs up, but also hit that subscribe button. You get what I'm saying? So you will never have to try to find me again. And also, if this is only if you want to, if you want to be here when I'm live so I can just say hi. Oh, hi. Hello. You back again? Arcely, how you doing? Hey, hugs. Kisses. So if you would like to be here and be a part of the live chat so I can shout you out and say hello, hi friend. Hit that. You can hit that little bell on the corner. All it does is give you a notification, let you know when I'm on live. And plus, even if you don't catch me on live, at least it'll let you know that I actually did a video, so you can watch it later. Okay? Shoot, you ain't gotta be on here right now. You go watch it later, okay? Sigh. But help your girl out and hit that subscribe button, okay? Well, I'm actually, my name is Alexandra. Alexander. It's Alexander. Hello, Alexander. Yay! I'm sorry. I said the name that was on there, but still. Hi, Alexander. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And if you just came, once I end it, go back, rewatch it. Because I'm telling you, this one was juicy. This one, somebody ain't for you. But you're going to get away. Don't worry about it. It's going to be quiet. It's going to be strategic. But you are going to elevate regardless, all right? Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Happy Friday. Have a good Friday, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow.